Now I'd like to tie for you a bead eye gemstone. Hook I have in a vise is a number 8 standard nymph hook. I'm going to start out with lead tape. I'm going to start it at the rear, and I'm going to wrap it forward. Keep the abdomen skinny, and we're going to get heavy when we hit the thorax. I'm going to leave a little space for the bead eyes. I'm going to make that thorax heavier. I'm using black thread. I'm going to attach the thread in front, and I'm going to just put some wraps to secure this lead. I'm going to start with the tail, and I'm going to use 2 black goose biots. I'm going to tie them using the natural curve of the biot to help separate them, and I want that to be about 3/4 of the hook shank. Put that right on the side. Going to take the second one, I'm going to measure it up to the first, and I'm going to tie that in. And then tie that down. We can do a little bit of a figure 8 around the tails to help to divide them a little bit. There we have them divided. I'm going to put in a rib, and this is fine copper wire. I'm just going to tie that in on my side. For the abdomen, I'm going to use 2 peacock herl, and I'm going to tie them in by the tip. These are really long. And bring them up, bring that thread up and secure them. And break off the excess. Stop the thread at the thorax. Going to take a little bit of head cement, put it on the abdomen. I'm going to wrap that peacock herl. And tie that off. And break off the excess. I'm going to take the fine copper wire and I'm going to counter wrap it. And this is going to give added security to the peacock from the teeth of a trout. And I'm just going to break that off. Now for the wing case, I'm going to use molted turkey quill. And I'm going to tie that in so it wraps halfway around the shank. Now I'm going to take the thread to the front and I'm going to put the bead chain eyes on. I'm going to take the bead chain eyes and I'm going to tie them on. I'm going to put it on top with a couple of wraps. Then I'm going to rotate them to the bottom. I want to keep them away from the eyes a little bit so you can make a decent head there. And center them good. And you can wrap around the shank and under the eyes to tighten them up. Bring the thread back to the wing case. Now I'm going to use Deer Creek Northern Lights Super Select Seal Fur in black. I'm going to make a dubbing loop. Give that dubbing whirl a couple of twists. And now I'm going to put my hackle pliers on there and remove my dubbing whirl. And I got a nice little dubbing rope there. And we're going to wind the abdomen. And tie that off. Fold over my wing case. Wrap in back of the eyes, and I'm going to wrap in front of the eyes just a little bit with the wing case. Give it a little bit more durability. Remove that excess. Wrap that head. Whip finish. Now I'm going to trim down a lot of that. Going to pull it off to the sides. Pull that out evenly. I'm going to take my diamond fine UV resin, and I'm going to coat the wing case. And I'm going to hit it with the UV light. Just a few seconds is all it needs. And here we have a bead eye gemstone. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.